Good morning, tubers, family, and friends. Coming to you from the Golden Palace in northern Mindanao, Philippines. Gorgeous day. We're having unprecedented weather here this rainy season with this beautiful weather we've been having. John's taking his morning swim. And just sitting poolside, having my morning little lemon drink that I always have. And this 2024 started out with a bang. First, Japan got hit with the big, huge earthquake. And the Japanese financial system, the whole banking system there is teetering on the edge of destruction. They might be the first linchpin in the whole central banking system to collapse. They're on the edge, but there's so many other things going on right now too. You know, the Houthis, firing missiles at ships going through the Red Sea, going through the Suez Canal, which has caused many of the shipping to stop. British Petroleum, I used to work for them. They announced here last week or the week before that they stopped all their vessels going through the Suez Canal, and by doing that, that means all the energy from the Middle East not going to Europe anymore. So that's another huge, massive thing going on. The next one is the U.S. bond market, the government treasuries of the United States. It's on the edge of collapse right now too, because the treasury is lying through their teeth about how the bond sales are going, and that's on the edge of collapse. The Federal Reserve and Treasury are buying all their own debt. They're monetizing the debt. And that's been going on for several months now, ever since last August when they had the last debt ceiling crisis. No one in the world is buying U.S. government bonds anymore. And the Forex reserves and all the intricate system that holds the fabric of the entire Western financial system has so many cracks in it. It's like Hoover Dam's got massive cracks all through it now, and the water's spewing out of the cracks, and it's just, we're very close to catastrophic collapse. And the people in the know, the deep staters that know all this, right? That's what's going on financially, and how close we are to the edge of worldwide devastation, collapse because of the manipulation and the greed of the Western system, the total ripoff that it is. What are they going to do? Lie and blame it on something else, like they weren't responsible for what happened. So what are they going to do? They'll do whatever it takes to start a massive war, and that's probably with Russia, Russia and China, they all know what's going on too. And now that Saudi Arabia is joined the BRICS nations, which the BRICS nations is the Russian, North Korean, Iran, China military and economic alliance, along with Brazil and South Africa, and there's like 41 different nations now in the BRICS conglomerate, new world order of power that is, in direct competition now with the Western world, the Western scam system that it is. And that's why that's why inflation and food is so high. That's why insurance companies have stopped in many states in the United States of even insuring homes in different places, different states of the U.S. I mean, the whole system is falling apart, absolutely falling apart. And in order to protect yourself, get out, go, leave, because it's within the next, I don't know, anywhere from 4 to 9 months, it's gonna get, the collapse is gonna happen and get so bad that you will be stuck and you won't be able to get out, and it'll be a hell on earth. And so get to your sanctuary, wherever that is. I've left the U.S. for the Philippines, sold everything I had, over 5 years ago. And now I'm in the deep jungle of the Philippines, where food grows wild all around my house in the jungle. I could go out in the jungle and pick bananas and pick all kinds of fruits that you probably never even heard of before. And we also grow our own vegetables, grow our own fruit as much as we possibly can. And here it's just like a farm, right? We have coconut, I have hundreds and hundreds of coconut producing trees, and we have many agricultural here. And that's what it's going to take. If you want to save yourself and your family, you get away from the cities. Absolutely. It don't matter what country you're in. Get away from the cities, because that's where all the hell is going to be a lot hotter. So get out in the rural countryside where you have a chance. And it's the worst place it's going to be is the first world countries, UK, France, United States, those kind of places in the most populated areas, because they are the ones that are the most spoiled, the most arrogant, and they're going to suffer the most, because they're the ones that's going to go crazy and panic the most. And when you're around people that are panicking, it's just absolute pandemonium, and people will kill in a heartbeat other people for what they have. And that's just human nature. When humans start to get hungry and desperate, they will go to unbelievable animalistic means to get whatever they need to survive. And that's just a deep-seated human nature. That's why get somewhere you can protect yourself and your family. Get stocks of food and protection. Do whatever you can do. Get to a like-minded community. That's why I like where I'm at here, out in the deep jungle. All the native Filipino people here, every single day they know what it is to be poor, and ask where their next meal is coming from. That's the norm here. So anything like that happening throughout the world, the world's gonna panic. But rural places like this, there's no panic involved, because it's just another day the same as the day before, right? So think about that. Think about it seriously. The time is running out, and it's running out fast. Get yourself gold and silver and cash. You can use cash for maybe a little while, but ultimately, when the system completely collapses, it'll be a bartering system, and gold and silver will go to such heights that you will not even imagine how high it'll go. And I think silver will probably 100 times gold in price increase, because silver is what they say, poor man's gold, and all the people of the world that will gonna need to barter just to survive can get a hold of silver a lot more than they can get a hold of gold, for the most part. And that's why I think let's just say, imagine a lot of these figures of how to replace the currencies, if currencies plummet throughout the world, because they won't be backed with nothing, and the whole system will be collapsed. So gold should skyrocket into anywhere from between at the absolute low, $15,000 per ounce, and at the high, $115,000 per ounce. That's gold. And so I'm thinking 100 times higher for silver. So just think that would be like 100 million for silver. It'd be like unattainium. You won't be able to find it or get it because people will grab and hold and then use whatever they possibly can that has any real contingent value to it. So I honestly think, and I've thought this for a few years now, that silver will slingshot past gold in value. Okay, let's say, so people can wrap their minds around it. Let's say gold goes to 5,000 per ounce. I think silver will go to 10,000 per ounce at least. So at least a doubling of what gold is, silver will go to. And so, you have very little time left to get a hold of these things and to make you and yours survive. So this is, and if that all doesn't happen, you're going to be in a place, if you get out in the rural areas, a place that you can get your own food, grow your own food, raise your own chickens, pigs, cows, whatever it is, right? Get out in the rural areas. And the only thing is with that, you have to have some kind of a defense. If you don't have a walled complex like I have, you could be in a bad situation because people are going to be hungry and roaming in families, roaming in bands, roaming in gangs, and you're going to have to defend what you have. And some of the people will be peaceful, but like I say, once they become so hungry and desperate, they'll do whatever it takes to get the food or get what they need to survive. That's just common sense. So do what you can to prepare. Absolutely do what you can to prepare. I feel very anxious for humanity at the dark hour that we're in right now. And governments will panic even more than the people, right? Because especially governments like the U.S. that are in power, because they know they're going to lose their world power. So they will stop at nothing, which means nuclear exchange. I honestly think nuclear exchange will happen. There's no doubt in my mind. And if we could go through, before it all ends and before it all comes out in the wash, and try to find a new system for the world, it could be 3 to 5 years. Whether that goes to a gold-backed cryptocurrency, or go to just a Bitcoin currency for the world, or whether it's a gold and silver, go back to that for the world, or other commodity-backed electronic currency. Who knows? But I think that the electronic currency backed by commodities will probably be the new world standard. But we only can guess about all that. So in the meantime, you'll have to barter and use gold and silver and food or whatever things you have that you can barter with, because it'll be years of bartering before the new system comes online. So anyways, take care of yourself and really think about this stuff and really start to prepare as much as you possibly can. And the absolute biggest thing you could do, get out of debt or leave your debt behind and get out of the cities. That's the best thing that you could possibly do, and start establishing yourself in a rural area with other like-minded people that know how to live off the land and have protection for themselves in a close-knit community. So anyways, that's it for today in the beautiful Philippines. As God told me to come here 10 years ago, and I slowly made a plan, and no matter what it took, I followed through with that plan, and now I'm here in a good, safe place with a lot of peace and a lot of content. Yeah, things are tight, but that's the way it should be, because you need to plan for the future of the hard times coming. So good luck to you, and God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.